Okay, Grace has decided. What did you ask for today, Grace?
Mock test.
Mock test day for Grace. So we are at the Chinese right next to the test centre outside Newcastle under Lyme, and we are about to embark on a mock test. Grace has never seen the test route that we are about to do, so this could be an interesting situation. However, Grace's driving has improved dramatically, so we'll see what happens. How you feeling?
All right.
Yeah, you good? So when you hear this sound, that is a minor fault, also known as a driving fault. When you hear this sound, that is a serious fault or a dangerous fault. I will then discuss each of those faults at the end with Grace, so listen until the end. Let me know what your opinion is. Do you think she's passed, failed? What are your thoughts? You got this? Let's go. Are you asking me or are you telling me?
Asking. You know that.
Sorry, Grace. And I was pleased. So, can you move into the right lane when it's safe to do so?
Yes, I can.
You're too kind. Good. I'll tell you why we're doing that. So, we're going to take the second road on the right. This being the first.
Okay.
See the next set of traffic lights?
Yeah.
That's the
So
next
I go
one.
into this one.
Yeah. Now, the reason for that is whoever did this test route, I believe they went the wrong way and missed the turning and had to go around the roundabout and come back. And that's why the sat nav says straight on and come back.
Huh? Oh.
Can you see the sat nav?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Not the other way.
Yeah.
And then I can go to that car. Yes. Something like that a bit. Is that okay?
It's fine, the whole area is yours while the lights are green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? Aren't they? Isn't it? Yeah.
Red lights. Well, he's going to cross then.
He thought about it. He thought about it. Would have looked a bit of a plonk on camera though, wouldn't he?
Yeah. That's not me, is it? 'Cause I'm in the wrong gear.
No.
Okay.
You know where we're
Left
going?
on the roundabout and take the first exit.
These all come out really.
After 200 yards, turn right, Boone Avenue, then turn left.
We're turning right
Turn
at
right,
the...
then turn left.
I did a Kirby as well, though, to be fair. So. But yeah.
Which is funny
At the
because I
end
did
of the
warn
road,
you.
Turn left, B51.
Which is funny because I did warn you
London Road,
that you were getting
then
too close to the
go
curb.
straight on A52, A5006, Hartshill Road.
Not a very nice road, was it?
Well, the whole place isn't too narrow for me. Too windy and narrow and children.
Turn left, then go straight on.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah, I failed. For my first one, though, I felt I've done okay, you know. I'm not making any excuses for myself or anything. But I know. Late nights.
You ready?
Yes. Go big time.
See their signalling? Yeah.
Go straight on A52.
A lot of people fail at that giveaway sign.
Hartshill Road.
The last
then
person I
bear left,
took for a
I know
test
it's
that
there,
failed
though, at least.
was that giveaway sign. But you also need to be more aware of signs. Yeah, because you can't go to London tomorrow with your license and go, I didn't know there was a
After
sign.
200 yards,
Yeah.
bear left.
There were lines and signs. What's an appropriate speed for this?
That's it.
Well, let's do 30 then.
Black and water isn't a good idea.
Is it a 20 miles an hour road, is it?
Can I go?
I don't know, you tell me. Can you go?
Green arrow. Well, I'm gonna go.
Or are you going 14 miles an hour down a 30 mile an hour road? So how do you think this person behind us is feeling? That's exactly how they're feeling, just like that. Just like that.
After 200 yards, cross the roundabout and take the first exit, A52, Shelton New Road.
You know where you're going?
Roundabout. Taking the first exit.
Good.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
That's strange, like trying to bloody.
Drive.
No, like, because when it's. Okay. I'm just being an absolute pleb. I'll accept the pleb label.
A34, Lower Street.
work.
Right.
Good job. Did you check properly? To your left?
The mirror.
You need to check the window as well, yeah? You know where you go next?
After
Brilliant.
100 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A53, Blackfriars Road. Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Are you going to overview everything at the end and tell me everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll chat about it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah?
Well, I know I failed, so at least that's something.
And I think it's about the experience more than anything,
Yeah,
Grace.
and
You know,
yeah,
you're just
but-
focusing on passing or failing, and I wasn't planning to do it for that. I was planning on you experiencing what a mock test is like, you know, what's it going to be like sitting with the examiner, and what's it like going on a completely unknown route. You can ask what you want. Yeah.
But you're not going to respond. Yeah, but imagine I'm just like that to the examiner, like, oh, you know, that wouldn't be good.
Well, no, I wouldn't. You're right.
After 300 yards, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, Dartmouth Avenue.
Weirdly placed because you'd assume that you have priority because it's actually the straight road for you, isn't it? But I don't know.
It's very over signposted. There's so many signposts that it's difficult to. A lot of people miss it because there are about 8 signs, and that really throws people off. So they end up just not seeing any of the signs.
Yeah. So examiners have to stop.
Yes. That was a little surprise nugget there, wasn't it?
Did it then?
When it's safe to do so, can you pull over on the left?
Yeah.
Okay, when it's safe to do so, drive on.
Okay. Check around.
After 100 yards, turn right, Lilleshall Road.
Actually, it's not that one. Told you not to take this.
Turn right.
Good. Okay. I know. That's the road that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is now. That's another fault. Grace.
Okay, so we started off, we went down the dual carriageway, A34, yeah? Happy?
Yes.
Yeah? We
Yeah.
turned right by the hospital. After the hospital?
I can't remember any of this, but
Can't you? We went up
No,
that
I
road, the
remember.
meeting traffic, then we came to a crossroads, and we turned right at the crossroads.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mhm.
All good?
Mhm.
Went down there past the hospital. You asked if it was 1 lane or 2 lanes. No, came to another roundabout and we turned left to go into Penkle.
Yeah.
All hunky-dory there? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seemed absolutely fine.
No minor faults?
No minor faults at that point. Nothing, you know, lack of confidence in areas.
Okay.
You're still asking questions.
Yeah.
But no minor faults that I could see.
Okay.
That I could think off the top of my head. Okay.
Yep.
A few questions that we didn't need to ask. We weren't very good at checking mirrors.
Okay.
Did notice you went round a few cars at that point, so there was a minor fault, at least one actually. Went round parked cars and you didn't check your central and right mirror.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we carried on. We got to the mini roundabout.
Yep.
Yeah. Your position to the cars, by the way, seemed okay. Everything hunky dory. Got to the mini roundabout. We turned to the left.
Yeah.
Kids everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Weren't there? Yeah. Bad time. It's 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock.
Okay.
It's school time. Can't be held. If you have a test at 3, it's what you've got to get.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you're gonna get. Carried on down that, like, very windy with a bus. Okay up to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It carried on getting windy, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I sort of hinted at that point, didn't I? I shouldn't have said anything for a proper mock test, but I hinted. What did I say to you? You're almost touching that curb. Well, when you hit the curb and fail your test, you can tell the examiner that.
Gear?
No. He said, you're getting very close to the curb.
Ah, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then I hit the curb.
I think you were looking at a car that was coming up.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, I think so. And then you were brushing the curb a little bit here and there, but then you really mounted it at one point, didn't you? Then we went to turn right. There was a kid in the road.
Yeah.
So I helped you there. That's not your fault,
Yeah.
particularly. It's my fault. I jumped in a little bit too quick, but I wasn't prepared to risk it.
Okay.
Okay. Don't care how real we want the mock test. I just wasn't going to risk it with a lad in the road. But yeah, in future, if someone's on the wrong side of the road on a bike,
Don't go.
wait.
Yeah.
What's he going to do when he sees that you're not going?
Move.
He's going to move. That's it. Yeah. Then we went down there. Tight, wasn't it? Pretty horrible.
Yeah.
Then you turn left down that big hill.
Yeah.
Went down there. It was all okay, was it? Any problems?
Well, there's a few minor faults piled up, isn't there?
I'm on about down that hill.
Oh.
I don't. Well, first of all, you hit that curb, didn't you?
Yeah.
So what sort of fault is that?
Minor.
That's a serious fault.
Really?
You mounted the curb.
Oh, well, I
If you
failed.
brush the curb, then
Okay.
you may get away with the minor, but you mounted the curb, which means you went
Because
on the
if a
curb.
person was
There
on
you
the
go, you
curb.
ran someone over, so
Yeah.
that's the pedestrians area, not our area. This is our area, the road.
Yeah.
Okay, down the hill we went, hunky-dory at that point, you controlled the speed, all well and good. You got to the end, you were very good at the end. I was more concerned you were going to not get back on our side of the road after the parked car on the left.
Okay, I don't really remember this.
No, okay, well there was a parked car at the bottom. There's always a parked car at the bottom of the hill on the left, and people
Did I?
sometimes don't get back on our side of the road, but you did.
Okay.
What you didn't do is, I don't know, you froze up at the junction and then you didn't go. There was a mini roundabout and there's something miles off the mini roundabout and you just sat there, and I had to say to you,
Okay.
are you gonna go? And again, I helped you and I shouldn't have, but I didn't want to sit there forever with a car behind us.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, and then again I was worried that we were going to catch the corner of the curb, and you didn't make the typical learner errors.
Okay.
Yeah?
I just made my own.
You just hesitated, you made your own up.
Errors,
But you then did make a typical learner error,
which is a good way.
which is a giveaway sign, and there is about 8 different signs there, so it's really over signposted.
You should just assume, really. I don't know. I guess I was just.
You need to just pay more attention to the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I do, yes.
And then there is also a giveaway line to show,
Yeah.
the dotted
But
line.
I suppose it's just because it was just a straight road, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you don't think.
Yeah, there's another one of those in Stoke that you've really got to be aware of.
Okay.
So we'll double check that one. But yes, so that was a serious fault.
Yeah. So that's
Verging
cool.
on dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to intervene there and stop the car, didn't I?
Yeah.
Carry on, fine. Follow the road round Stoke. There's a parked car on the left. I had to hint to you there to check your mirrors.
Okay.
There's at least a minor fault there, because you have to go into the other lane, and there's cars also coming in the other lane. Round that car, up the hill, doing 15 to 20 miles an hour all the way.
Yeah, too slow.
Too slow. It was a nice
It's
open
serious,
road.
is it?
No, it's not a serious, but you would have built up to a serious because the road was that long.
Okay.
It would have gone minor, then another 30 seconds,
Yeah.
minor. So you probably may have ended up with a serious at that point, but I
Okay.
could be being mean. We'll let these guys decide if I'm being mean with that one.
Okay.
It seemed very,
Well, I
very
just
slow.
butchered it, to be fair.
Don't worry about it. We're talking about, let's get feedback from all of it, and then we can work out what you need to work on. Yeah? Do you think maybe it was just a lack of confidence with that road?
Yeah, I think it's just because I haven't done it before. I think it's good though, because I do need to do lots of different things, because otherwise I just won't be able to drive, will I?
Absolutely. So, you know, it's one of those. So we carried on through Stoke. You saw the traffic lights, the filter lights. There's two separate lights. There was a red set,
and
one was green.
Yeah.
Well, which way was the arrow facing?
Forwards.
Forwards, and we were going forwards. You eventually you went down to 15 miles an hour on the 30 road, and then went. Yeah.
I realised that.
You did realise, but it doesn't show confidence. It's not like a confident driver going through the lights, is it? Nope. Slowing down to 15 at the green lights. Make sense? Okay. So we go through the green lights, we get to the roundabout. What happens at the roundabout?
I don't know.
You started having a bit of a meltdown or something there. You stopped for the car on the right. There was a block, and I don't know what happened. You just had a little bit of a brain fart at that point.
Yeah, I think it's just because I couldn't see the indicators. I wasn't really paying attention. That's
yeah,
all.
That's okay. Then you carry on. We turn left, first exit left at the roundabout. Yeah. We went down through towards Newcastle. Yeah. Yeah. Giveaway sign, you spotted it. Yeah. Massive, well done. Okay. 2 lanes, you went into the left lane. Beautifully done. Okay. The giveaway sign though, the road that leads round past us. Yeah, the 2 roads. When we go to pull out on that giveaway sign, there's 2 lanes that go round, and you pulled out on that white car when he wasn't signalling. Okay. Okay. He was turning down the road, but we didn't know he was turning down the road. Okay. That's why my foot went over the brake. Yeah. Because I was like, oh crap. But actually, he was turning down the road, which was just blind luck. That's all that was. Okay. If they're not signalling, what you do? Wait. There you go. Simple as that. Yeah. Yeah. Then you carry on 3 lanes, left lane. You turn left, fine. Yeah. Yeah. Then I sort of reminded you at that point where to go. Changing lanes. You needed to pay attention to the sat nav. All right. And that's on me, not you, because I didn't have to help you. I could have left it, but at that point, I thought you were sort of butchering it enough, and I thought could do with a little bit of support at that point. Get to the roundabout, 3rd exit right, very nicely done. You went into the left lane. What, when I was doing it? Yeah, when you went around the roundabout, you came off in the left lane. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. It was really, really good. Yeah. A lot of people a few people this week that have passed the test with me weren't doing that the lesson before. Okay. Okay, so that was really, really good. All right, very nicely done. Maybe not the lesson before, but you get my drift. People hesitate very easily coming off in the left lane. Get to the next roundabout, turn left, fine. Pretty much fine, apart from on the way back, the last little curveball before we went to the test centre. What did you do? You hit the curb. You really went straight over the curb that time. Oh, with the narrow road. Yeah, yeah, that narrow road. Straight over there. Boom. Practice, I think. Yeah. Practice. Turned a bit late. That's what you did. Did I? Yeah, you turned a bit late. Yeah, there was nothing. You just turned a bit late. It was also before that, as we entered in, there was a car on the other side. It was getting tight, but you were a little bit, I don't know, it just got a bit messy with the person waiting. You went forward, you started rubbing against the curb, then the person went past, and then eventually you're staring a bit too much. Okay. If it gets a difficult situation, just stop. No, just what I'm saying is when it does get a difficult situation, we're meeting traffic, you start staring at cars. Yeah. So if there's someone coming this way, I just freeze. I don't know. This is what I do. I freeze and everything. So what do we need to do to get better at that then? Maybe practice a bit more meeting traffic. Yeah. That's what we need to do, perhaps. So find dual carriageway. Did I do a dual carriageway? A34 dual carriageway. Did I change lanes on that? Yep. Oh. Yep. Fine with that. And again, you did the dual carriageway coming through Newcastle and Lyme on the way back. Oh. Yep. I suppose you don't see them as dual carriageways, do you? Well, they are, because they've got they're 2 separate roads with a big thing down the centre. Well, then I can change lanes on dual carriageway. Absolutely. Roundabouts, you were fine. The problems seem to occur when it got very tight, windy, and meeting traffic. Which is because I just don't know what I'm doing, do I? Which is very useful, because what does that now allow us to do? Work on that. And parking now as well. And parking as well. Okay. So well done having a go. But maybe a few more before we have another one. Okay. Well, Yeah, didn't you know they do that?
No, what car
Batman
is that?
car, it's a Tesla.
That is pretty sick.
Yeah. So yeah, you happy with that?
No.
You're not happy with that?
No.
Why not?
I think I can drive better than that. I think I've given myself bad press or whatever.
Do you?
I think I really butchered that.
You did, Grace.
Yeah,
You really
I
butchered
know
it.
that I can do better than that, which
Yeah.
is what annoys me.
Yeah.
Don't know what happened. I think it's just that stop thing, and I just was like, well, I've done bad now.
I know is not enough.